Wow. It goes pretty dang straight.
Hey, how are you?
Yo, you got something flippy?
Yeah.
So today, I'm gonna try this Maul. Normally I throw really stable stuff, like my 7-speed in my bag is an Athena, and I beat it up a little bit, so I'd say it's more like -1 at this point, but it still has a bit more fade than this one fade. But I just wanna throw something with a bit of glide. The wind's down today, so this -2 could be fun for some hyzer flips. I'm just gonna aim to the left all day, throw some anhyzers. Somehow my battery is already down to 29%. That's weird, but I have extra batteries. I hope. I hope. I hope.
I know.
This is just a Maul video. So we're out here, gonna test the Maul. I'm not too keen on understable discs. Most of what's in my bag are pretty stable, you know, like Maltas, Athenas, Zeus's most of the time. But I wanted to try something a little different, and the Maul is pretty different. I just hit 18's basket. All right, that glide is real. What I was thinking about it, giving it some faux stability, and I guess I'll elaborate. With extra glide, in my mind, right, it takes longer for the turn and the fade to actually happen because it's in the air longer. That's not a heuristic by any means, but over my 9-10 years of playing disc golf, I believe that to be somewhat of a truth. Not the truth, because I don't like that disc. Sorry, DD. You make some great frisbees, but that one's just not for me. You can cut that, Matt, if you want to. That's incredible. And I didn't really throw it that hard. I was true to my word. I gave it about 50-60% of my power. So let's try it on hole 2, but we're not gonna go for the big hyzer shot. We're gonna try an anhyzer shot. Oh, what up, baby? Well, I got a wood hit. Oh no, we didn't make it as far as I thought at all. We're not gonna include the putts. Wow. Goodness gracious. Yep. Wow. It goes pretty dang straight. I'm thoroughly impressed with this. If you give it enough hyzer, it loses most of its ability to climb while it's turning into flat. And then by the time it gets flat, it's already hit its peak spin, then it just goes straight and barely fades, just barely. And I like that. I really want to see how this performs on a windy day. We just barely missed this ceiling. Rolling Pines is pretty notorious for its low ceilings. And if I hadn't hit that tree where it's laying up against right now, I think we would have been on the left side, skipped through these pines, all the pines that are laid in throughout this fairway, and gotten in the road for a little bit easier of an upshot. I mean, this is still a pretty easy upshot. Let's see what this does on a forehand, Danny. Yep. Wow. Kind of like that. That didn't quite make it to the green. Well, actually, we're on the edge of the circle for eagle. Did catch metal though. Did catch metal though. So, easy birdie. You really can't be mad at that.
How'd that Maul work for you?
It worked really well, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like a flippy disc now?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, all right.
It is a hyzer flipper's dream. It's not as understable as I thought it was gonna be, that -2. I like the glide. Glide seems to slow down the turn and the fade. So like it takes a little bit longer to turn.
I can see that.
And the fade happens a little bit later. So like on those shots where you really need something to turn over slowly
Right.
and go uphill, especially going uphill, this thing is money. I don't like this on downhill shots because of how like long it takes to turn.
Right.
It just keeps turning, keeps turning,
Okay.
keeps turning.
That makes sense.
But
yeah.
so I like this on, I think the Maul is really great on like flat shots, maybe slightly downhill flat shots, definitely flat shots, 100% uphill shots.
Would you recommend it for beginners?
I would definitely recommend the Maul for beginners. I think the Maul would be great for a beginner like that is trying to learn how to turn something over without it turning over too much, you know, because like once their diamond starts flipping a little too much and really dumping over on them, you know, this is probably that next step into something with a little more stability. This is my Maul now.
But it's pretty beat up, so.
It is pretty beat up.
You've definitely used it. I love it.
I've been throwing it for the past month and a half.
So are you gonna bag the Maul?
Yeah, you bet your keister. You're gonna use you bet your keister.
We'll see. Probably, yeah.